Hi guys, welcome to Python tutorials, and in this video I'm going to show you Python comparison operators. Comparison operators are used to compare two values. For example, this is for comparison operator, and this is not equal to, and this one is equal to. So there are such other values also. So let me show you with our practical example. So let's see the first one. Open our favorite editor, and here I have assigned here x 10, then y equals to 20. So in comparison operator, we will write here if a equals to b. In that case, it will display here x and y are equal, else print x and y are not equal. Okay, so now try to run this code and see what happens. Oh, sorry. Here will be x and y actually. X and y. So as you can see, it is displaying x and y are not equal. It returns the boolean value, okay, either true or false. So since we are comparing it, remember this x equals to y is not an equals operator, that is assignment operator, the single equals to. But if you provide here double equals to, that means we are equating, we are comparing value. So it is like 10 equals to 20. See, so it is more of like this. So as you can see, 10 is not equals to 20. Okay, so that is why it is displaying. So it returns the boolean value. Okay, so whether it is true or false. So in this case it is false, that is why it is displaying this one, and this one is not equal to. So if you provided this exclamation mark, so it becomes not equal to. So let's try here. So if you write here not equal to, so in this case now x is not, we are comparing here whether x is not equal to y. So in this case it becomes true, it becomes true because x is not equal to y. So in this case this message will display here. So we need to change the message here, simply true, and here it will be false. So let's run it, and then you can see it is saying true because we have compared here and we are telling that x is not equal to y, which is true because x and y value is different. So this becomes true, x is not equal to y, that's why it becomes 2. That is why it is displaying there true in the result here. And here you can see greater than. So if the value is greater than this one, for example, if you write here, if you type here x greater than y, so the value of x is greater than y. So in this case we are comparing here that the value of x is greater than y, which is not true. It's false because the value of y is greater than 10. So in this case we are saying that x is greater than y. X is greater than y. So in this case here we need to write false. So right here false, because false, and here it'll be true. So here we are saying that value of x, that means this value of x is greater than y, which is not correct. That is why it will display false, this one. So let's run the code and see the example here. Actually here we need to write x is not greater than, or x is greater than, x is greater than y. In this case here will be x is not greater than y. So if this becomes true, then this will show x is greater than y, and if this becomes false, in this case else part will display here. So let's run the code and see. Yeah, x is not greater than y. It is true because x value is less than this y value. So what happens, it compares here the value x and this value y, and it checks if it is greater than y. Since this becomes false, this one, the first one, that is why this message doesn't display, and this message is else part is displayed here. An opposite of this greater than is, this opposite of greater than is less than. So just reverse this and write here less than. So x is less than y, and x is greater than y. X is greater than y. In this case the first condition will be true. We are saying that this x is greater than y. So x is greater than x is less than y. We are saying that x is less than y. So this is true because x value is less than y. That's why. So in this case this message will be true and this one will be false. So the first part will display here. So x is not greater than y. So it is true because here will be x is less than y. X is let's see, x is not greater than y. Oh, actually I had not saved this, that's why it was displaying like this. So here let's run it again, and you can see x is less than y. It is true, the first one. Now here is greater than equal to and less than equal to. So let's compare this also. So if we say that x is greater than equals to y, x is greater than, we are writing here x is greater than equal to, either it is greater or equal to, then in this case this message will display, or else this message will display. So we need to change the message. So we will write here x is greater or equal to y. X is not greater or equal to y. So we are writing here that x is either greater than y or equals to y. So x is greater or equal to y. Let's run the code and see the result. Yeah, x is not greater or equal to y. So it's true because x is the value of x is not greater than y, neither it's equal. But if we simply write here equals to, so 20, so in this case x is greater or equal to, x is greater or equal to y, x is greater than or equal to y. So in this condition this becomes true, and just reverse this less than. Now x is greater than, less than or equal to, so in this case also the first one will be true. X is greater or equal to y, so x is not greater but it is equal to, that is why again the first message is displaying true because both are equal. So this condition here becomes true, that is why it becomes true, and this becomes false. So hope you like this video. So stay connected, and in the next video I will continue with operators of Python.